the true finale of Steins Gate Elite. Sorry about having to go earlier, but I'm here now. So, let's keep going with this to the end.
7月28日にクリスが死んだ。このベータ世界線だけで生きてきた岡部倫太郎ではない。お前の記憶にはアルファ世界線へ行き、クリスと共に生き、マユリを救うために多くの思いを犠牲にして。
Hi, Jeff. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know for how long. I can't know. Yeah, I get that, yeah. Yeah, he needs the knowledge from Worldline Alpha. So he needs to see her body, even though she might not be dead. A request mentioned on Discord. Ah, sorry. You sent something there? Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, yeah. I didn't see that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not super great with Discord, I'm afraid. Yeah, shit, and now I missed a few lines here. Yeah, okay, when you encountered Kurisu later, you would not have been shocked to see her alive. You would not have spoken the words that led her to your doorstep. Without those memories, you would not now be willing to travel through time to save her. I would not have spent my life searching for a path to Steins Gate. Okay. No, I literally just started. From the moment it started, like very early on, I already thought that seeing her body in a pool of blood did not necessarily equal her death. And now they're going to try to stage exactly that. So I had perhaps sensed something very early on, even though I didn't know how it was going to be possible and why and all the implications thereof. But it seems that this is exactly what it's going to be about. She died for real, like just before, because he stabbed her, but in that case it was very real, but... And this is the last tip because I was missing only one from the list. Skuld, the youngest of the three Norns, goddesses of fate in Norse mythology. The three sisters tend world tree Yggdrasil, which has roots in Earth's fountain. Skuld is a Norn of the future, also a Valkyrie. Okay. change the outcome without changing established events. Mm-hmm.
血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト。それを目撃した岡部。
This is perhaps because conversions always tries to rectify fate to avoid creating paradoxes. Maybe. I think they explained that at some point, perhaps, but I may not necessarily have picked up about it at the time that they did. You saw Makise Kurisu lying in a pool of blood. That has been established.
だが逆に言えば、確定しているのはそれだけだ。最初のお前を騙せ。世界を騙せ。
Yeah, because it also has to be published in the news that she got stabbed. He also needs to have seen it in the newspaper or something like that, because he did read about it. It's not just seeing the body, it also has to be in the media. I guess Daru could intervene there. Hack into some newspaper or something like that to get the news out that she was stabbed, even if it's not true. And with that, the video ends. Mayuri and Daru look dumbfounded. They obviously didn't understand a single word. Yet, to be honest, I had completely forgotten that he received that weird video message in the beginning. That had completely escaped my mind, and I didn't think about it ever again after it happened. They obviously didn't understand a single word. Hi, however. Operations Cold. LSI Konguru.
33歳にもなって何をバカなこと言ってるんだお前は。最初の俺を騙せとか世界を騙せとか中二病もいいところじゃないか。
Even he admits to it, but that sort of thinking isn't half bad.
やってやる。俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストフォーイン・キョーマン。世界を騙すなど造作もない。やはりこの俺が世界を変えてやらねばならないようだな。
It's not gonna end on that, is it? They're actually gonna do it in the game, right?
またいつものオカリンに戻っちゃったじゃん。
でもね、マユシーはこっちのオカリンの方が好きだよ。
ま、そうだけどさ、オカリンが変人じゃなきゃ僕も調子出ねえし。
おーい、今日のはね、昔マユシーのことも助けてくれたんだよ。だから今度もね、きっとマキセ・クリスさんを助けられるよ。
でもさ、今のムービーメールって結局どういう意味なん？世界を騙せとか意味不明だわな。
それはね、マユシーもさっぱりな
Yeah,
ので
as usual. She's clueless.
お前たちそんなこともわからないのか。確定した過去は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト。それを目撃した俺だけ。それ以上でもそれ以下でもない。クリスが血まみれで倒れていたのを見ただけ。そのクリスが生きていたのか死んでいたのかについて俺は観測していない。
Isn't that right, future me?
お
The piano.
つまりあの時の場面についてこういう可能性だって考えられるわけだ。クリスはぶちまけられた赤いペンキの上にうつ伏せに倒れて寝ていた。
Gate of Steiner.
そうだったんだ。
ちょい待ち。
The name of the song. Yeah, yeah, I get it.
マキセ・クリスの事件のことはニュースなんかでも結構報じられてるわけで。
今は関係ないよ。あの日7月28日のオカリンおじさんが何を観測したかが問題なの。
そうなん？
Really? And that's because I'm not the Okabe Rintaro who lived on the Beta world line after Kurisu died. I traveled to the Alpha world line and back. I'm not bound by whatever effect Kurisu's death may have had during that time.
だから俺がやれることはあの日俺が見た光景だけを再現すること。クリスを死なせないようにしてな。
それと中鉢論文をこの世から葬り去らないといけない。
Yeah, that's important.
できる。
誰に物を言っているのだ、バイト戦士よ。
Yeah, she never became a part-time
あえてもう
a
一度
part-time
言おう。
warrior.
この俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストホーモイン京馬である。すでにオペレーションスキルドは俺の中で見えている。
Love when stuff like this happened. Things that happen early and you forget about come back in the end. It's so epic. Yeah. To refresh my memory, I pull out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. Like that mail with the video. Yeah, it's true. I had completely forgotten about it. My actions that day, Mayuri's actions, my conversation with Kurisu, Nakabachi's presentation. With those memories to guide me, I begin to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission. Based on how our previous attempt went, I should probably take something to protect myself.
よし。
The fake sword? I see a plastic stick, about 30 centimeters long.
それは何？
我がラボの発明品未来ガジェット6号サイリウムセーバー。
サイリウムセーバー？
赤色のサイリウムだお。アイドルや声優のライブには欠かせないんだなこれが。
だがただのサイリウムではない。セーバーというネーミングの通り剣の形になっているため
Yeah.
スパークウォーズごっこも可
Spark
能なのだ。
Wars. Yeah, okay.
わあ、すごい。
Wow?
しかも同時に血のりを生成することができるぞ。先端部分のキャップを取り外せばドロリとした血が溢れ出す。
That might have been what he saw.
一体何を狙って作ったのかさっぱりわかんないけど。
よりリアルなチャンバラごっこができるじゃん。
すべては必然だったということだ。
Yeah, Spark Wars.
やろうとしてることは分かった。その血のりをマキセ・クリスの血に見せかけるんだね。
いかにも。
I truly am mad scientist. With this, my preparations are complete.
オカリンおじさん、もう一度7月28日へ。タイムマシンの燃料はあと1回往復する分しか残ってない。残るチャンスはいける？
任せろ。俺が世界を変えてやる。
Before we return to July 28th, I had to confirm something with Suzuha. Was there a chance that I might run into myself from last time, the me who killed Kurisu? She replied that wasn't possible. The world line where I killed Kurisu is minutely different from the one to which the time machine will take us. However, it is important to remember that world lines are not parallel worlds. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future.
かりきっと帰ってきてね。
当たり前だ。
I close the hatch as Daru and Mayuri see me off with words of encouragement.
このミッションには未来の運命もかかってる。頼むよ、おじさん。
Find myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension. None of the anxiety I felt the first time. And even though those mistakes have been undone, the memories still remain as a brand on my heart.
お前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線漂流を否定してはいけない。なかったことにしてはいけない。
It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice. From that knowledge, I draw strength, confidence, and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing less. And so I am no longer afraid. I will reach it, no matter what. The unknown world line, Steins Gate. Particles begin to drift through the compartment. It's time. This is my Ragnarok. You know, because all timelines converge at one point, and if it makes it so that there is no CERN taking over in one timeline, all the other timelines will also be saved from World War and CERN taking over. Yeah. Well, this is what they're going for, yeah. I run through the plan in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I can't forget that. I wait for Suzuha to break the lock, then I sneak inside, just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I look at the capsule toy machines. It's time for step 1. Linet Axis Battlers UPA collection. This is it. On July 20th, the first me won a super rare metal UPA from this very machine. No time to waste. I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. Why were you saying I know that I am on the wrong path earlier? I don't know. Did I say that? I may have said that when they said that they were on the path to World War III. That might have been why I said that at that point. Before Steins Gate was mentioned, perhaps? Before that word line in between the other two is the minus 0.8 thing. I don't know when or why I would have said that. I don't remember. No time to waste. I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. A capsule falls into the slot. Just as I grab it, I hear footsteps and try to get out of sight. Oh, that might have been before... if I did say that, that was before I did the Kurisu ending, I think. That might have been when I was still going for the Mayuri ending at that time. If I said that, that's why I said that. Because I was still on the path to the Mayuri ending at that point. I didn't take any of the choices that were leading. Yeah. Like since the beginning, I had been, ever since chapter 4, I had been on the wrong path because I already answered wrong on some of the Kurisu messages earlier. Yeah, because to get to the right ending, you have to pick to answer every message from Kurisu the right way. If you give one wrong answer, then it's over and she stops messaging you for the rest of the game. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machines that she didn't recognize me as I passed by her. This is the prize that was meant for me. Yeah. Thought someone called for me. The answer is obvious. Oh, you got the wrong one?
ねえ、あなたさっき屋上から。
俺はお前を助ける。
どういうこと？
Did you figure out the... No, I didn't figure them out by myself because that would have taken maybe 100 hours of trying to figure out of trying to figure them out by myself. There are so many possibilities, so many different combinations, and you can never know when she was supposed to send you a message, but she doesn't. So there's no way to know whether you give the right answers or not until you've given the right answer and that you see her keeping messaging you. That would have taken me maybe a few more streams of me skipping through the whole game, and that would not have been very interesting to watch. If all you saw me do was skipping through stuff and hoping to see a message that never comes. So I had to look it up. I pity anyone who would have wanted to try to figure that out by themselves. Really. It's not a very good mechanic. I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to the first me. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabachi's presentation. She claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. That is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember.
ちょっと。
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
The first me heads up to the 8th floor. But Mayuri doesn't move. She takes out a pen and starts signing the UPA, just as planned. When Dr. Nakabachi defected to Russia on August 21st, he had Mayuri's metal UPA with him. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of the Nakabachi paper. But one question remains. How exactly did Mayuri's UPA fall into Dr. Nakabachi's hands? I watch as Mayuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me. She puts the UPA into her coat pocket, but it doesn't go in all the way. And it falls out. Mayuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. The UPA goes rolling down to the 6th floor. Does Nakabachi pick it up? I hear someone coming up from below and I quickly hide beneath the stairs on the 7th floor landing. It was Kurisu. Suddenly, I'm grateful for the stairwell's weird design. She definitely would have spotted me otherwise. Kurisu, unaware of my presence, picks the UPA off the floor. So it was Kurisu who found the UPA. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on one of what must be thousands of planes flying that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Kurisu looks curiously at the UPA, then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurisu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Kurisu puts the UPA into her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Here's where it gets serious.
何を恐れる法音教魔。すべては俺の思惑通りに行く
Well,
に
I'd
決
be
まっている
afraid too of killing her by accident through some of the other means or something.
オペレーション作るのに不備はない。 何せこの俺が15年の時をかけて練り上げた計画なのだから俺を信じる。この法王院教魔を信じる。
I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There they are. Kurisu has come, right on time. Once Nakabachi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the Shalume saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out this knife. And then I'll scare him away and stun Kurisu. The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. I can't see Nakabachi, but I know it's him.
話がある。聞いてるの？パパ？
Even the words he speaks are the same.
それは何だ？
パパがタイムマシーンの発表会をすると聞いて、私も考えてみたの。タイムマシーンは作れるの？
You're gonna have to give me 10 seconds. I just have to put the cat outside. I'll be right back. Back. Ah, there we go. Okay. The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakabachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. And the first me is probably at fault for that, at least partially. Looks like it's about time for Nakabachi to go ballistic. I grip the Shalume saber and make one final check. That's probably not how it's pronounced, by the way, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's already dimmed down. Now, all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip, and the fake blood will... In the darkness of my hiding spot, I bring the Shalume saber close to my eyes and peer inside. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I had had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. Damn, I didn't account for this. The simulation I'd run in my head is crumbling apart. Yeah, typically no, but because this time I'm so close to the ending of the game, Quelix, and I can't know if it's gonna keep going for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I can't know, so and I did mention that I would want to finish this game today, so let's go for the ending now. But hi there. Yeah, typically I'm not online that late. Yeah, it's true.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな奴らに嫌気がさして私の方が見切りをつけたのだ。
怒鳴らないでよ。
Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? There's no fuel left. Yeah, in the time machine. Well, it looks like we are very close anyway.
ねえ、久しぶりに会ったことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今、青森に住んでるんだっけ？
帰れ。さっさとアメリカに帰れ。
Actually, I shouldn't speak too loud because the rest of the house is going to sleep at this time of night. That's why usually I don't stream this late.
本心ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思っていないだろうが。
My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like I've just run a marathon.
私は哀れんどるのか、それとも蔑んどるのか、娘の分際で。
何言ってるのよ。落ち着いて。
私は十分落ち着いておる。指図するな。
I'm diving headfirst into tragedy. Time, I beg you, please stop moving. I utter the briefest of prayers. Are you praying? Oh, in Kyoma? Have you forgotten?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前に私の研究の偉大さを見せびらかすことでな。お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
Change the future. Deceive the world.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで親をバカにすれば気が済む。
笑ってなんて。
この論文に意見が欲しいのか。意見ならここで言ってやる。この論文は私の名前で発表する。以上だ。
I won't court the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Kurisu myself. She won't die again.
まさかパパ盗むの？
なんだと？
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたのに。
He needs a red liquid that he would mistake for blood. I don't know, paint?
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ。
Yeah, what could he use? Dr. Pepper? I don't know. Could he mistake Dr. Pepper? Is it really red? I mean, it's cherry flavored, but is it really red? Where is he gonna find any anyway? I don't know. We'll see. It's starting. There's still a way to prevent Chris's death. That puddle of blood I saw beneath Chris's body. What was it? Yes, it exists. Yeah, I haven't had any in quite some time, but it used to be sold here. Yeah, it's darker, isn't it? It's more like brown. Dr. Pepper, I think. There's one more way to reproduce it. One last gamble to turn conversions on its head. Or I did. Hold on. I did mention that the very first time we saw or heard her heard the struggle, it sounded like a man was gurgling, like saying like. So is he gonna hurt the guy or kill him even? And so it would be his blood, because that's what I initially thought. So it's still a possibility, I guess. But how would she feel about him killing her dad? Maybe not killing him. No, because then he would have seen the body of the father, I suppose. Only injure him, maybe, to make him to make him bleed.
私より優秀な人間などこの世にいてはならんのだ。わかるか？屈辱なのだ。娘が親より優秀でいい道理などない。だから遠ざけた。お前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。お前がいたせい。お前のせいで。
I am Owen Kyoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future.
よせ!
Calmly, I step out from my hiding spot.
お前さっきのお前のせいで私の発表会は台無しだ。
Nakabachi lets go of Kurisu.
よくも抜け抜けと私の前に顔を出せたな。どいつもこいつも私の邪魔ばかりする。さてはお前クリスと示し合わせていたな。そうだ、そうなんだろう。許さんぞガキども。
やってみるがいい。
何者だ。
おーい、今日まだ。
我が名は法院教馬。
何。
知らないなら覚えておけ。フェニックスの法王に陰、そして凶悪なる真実で法院教
This is why there was Phoenix something in the email address from him in the future.
世界の支配構造を破壊する者、そしてお前の野望を打ち砕く者。逃げて。断る。どうしたドクター中町。お前の威勢は口だけか。この俺を殺すのではなかったのか。もっとも神に等しい力を持つこの俺を殺すことなどお前ごときには無理だろうがな。
Ah.
ふざけるな。
I think it means more something like preposterous or something. Fuzageru. And if he won't stop.
貴様には俺を殺すことはできない。絶対にな。
死ね。
This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. The pain flares. It feels like my insides are being torn out. Well, that's a lot of blood. Blood gushes out from the open wound. So it was his blood then? Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet.
ざまみろ。私をバカにするからだ。
Or did he prepare like bags of fake blood underneath or something like that? He did say that he wanted something for protection at one point, but I don't know.
よくもやってくれたな。殺してやるよ。貴様もそっちの娘も全員皆殺しだ。
His face.
横になって今すぐ救急車を呼ぶから。
Why is she worried about my injury? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for Tsundere. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time...
お前は俺が助ける。
何を。
Okay, stunned her, so she fell into the pool of blood. Ah, no, not yet. I'm sorry. I sent her my silent apology.
娘は後でたっぷり食べて。
What's he trying to do? Get him to... He has to leave and take a plane for Russia, right?
中鉢 まずは
his face. Yeah, he's gonna try to run away, right? Yeah, Nakabachi runs screaming toward the elevators, but first he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurisu dropped. How shrewd of him. Get him to fuck off there already. I'm more worried about Okabe now. I look at my wound. Still not enough. Not enough blood? He's gonna... That's the scream we heard. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint. I feed strength into... Ah, crap. I didn't get to read the whole thing. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. Okay. That's what we heard then. It already seemed weird to me the first time that we heard the voice of a man, but then it was her on the ground. I think I did say that back then, didn't I? My blood paints the floor crimson.
おかりおじさん、その傷、何やってんの？何やったか。よりによってこんな失敗するなんて。おじさん。
何を感じがしている。スザこの床を見て気づかないのか。
床？
十分な。
Yeah, that shouldn't be such a long scene, because he came running after he heard the voice. Well, the other him from the original word line.
血だまりが。
To deceive myself, to deceive the world. The stage is set.
でもこれじゃおじさんが死んじゃうよ。
死ぬわけないだろうが。俺を誰だと思っている。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。おい、今日も。
And it also shouldn't be that long of a scene. I get stabbed instead of Kurisu. Because he's bleeding and needs first aid ASAP. ASAP, yeah. I create a puddle of blood. If conversions holds, then it's already determined that I don't die, not here. I die in 2025. That's a fixed event on the beta word line. That was my bet. There is no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of that word line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. Kurisu doesn't wake up. She's perfectly still. But she's definitely breathing.
痛かったか。すまなかった。だが、お前を救い
There's another event they have to make happen. I don't know if they're gonna have thought of it.
あの3週間の
Or did the message on the news say that it was... Oh, wait. Did the message on the news say that it was a girl who got stabbed? Or did it simply say a young person or something? I don't remember that.
お前に生きていてほしかったかな。
Ah, crap. I pressed a bit too quickly. We'll never meet again. Kurisu will never join the lab. We will never build a time leap machine together. Because I think he saw it in the news originally. If he is to deceive himself by reproducing all the events that led to him sending the email that created Worldline Alpha to avoid the paradox, then he has to have seen in the news that someone got stabbed. But I don't remember if the message in the news said something about it being a girl that got stabbed or not. Because if he is to deceive himself, he must not only have seen her in the pool of blood, he must also have seen it in the news, I think. I can't remember if he sent the email before or after seeing it in the news that someone had been stabbed. Or did it say something like he heard the people talking that someone had been found dead or something like that? I can't remember now. Jeez, it's been so long ago. I wish I did remember better. Or it might be a detail that they simply overlook and then... I don't know. Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. Mission complete. Return to base.
これより帰還する。
おじさん、無茶しすぎだよ。バカにも
He
程
is
が
an
ある。
insane mad scientist.
バカとは失礼だな。
I think
計画通りだろ。
I think the first time when they went outside the building after he saw her dead, I think it's before he sent the email, which caused everyone around him in Akihabara to disappear. I think he heard people say that someone got stabbed or something like that, but I can't remember if no, he didn't see it in the news, I think, but he heard people talk about it, I think. But then people might have been mistaken, I suppose. Oops.
喋らないで。すぐに戻るから。8月21日に戻るから。なんとか G に耐えてね。ああ、くそ。せめて応急手当てができたらよかったんだけど、これにはそんなの載せてないんだよ。
I feel pressure crush my body. My wound throbs. I feel like groaning, but I bite my lip and bear it. Check now in the anime.
ねえ、おじさん。この先にはさ、きっとシュタインズゲートが待ってる。私もおじさんも誰も知らない世界が待ってる。おじさんは生きていて。
He doesn't see the news before sending the email? Ah, okay. Fair enough
シー
then.
ナマユリも生きていて。私は2010年にタイムトラベルしてくることはなくて。
Yeah, so
第三次世界大戦が起
everything
きる
is
かどうか
okay then.
わかんない世界線だけど、セルンのディストピアが構築されるかどうかわかんない世界線だけど、未来にはさ、希望が満ちてるって信じられるような世界が待ってるよ。そこに到達したらきっと私は消える。一緒にシュタインズゲートにたどり着いたことをお祝いすることはできないはずだから、ここでお礼を言っておくよ。ありがとう、おじさん。死なないで。
I certainly hope he doesn't die. That would be a pretty lousy ending otherwise.
きっと7年後に会おうね。
It's time to go home. Maeri and Daru are waiting, and with them a future that has yet to be written. Hey, they're not gonna end it on that note without saying whether or not he lives or dies, right? Or do I have to wait until after the credits, maybe? I'm gonna wait. Come on, I want to know. In the credits, you notice how there are so many young girls? Yeah. There aren't many guys in the story, yeah. There's Daru and him, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I did notice that earlier, yeah. It's more like a harem manga or anime type of thing. With one main male surrounded by females, all potential like love interests. He ends up with practically all of them, one by one, in every possible ending, except for Kiryu Moeka. She's the only, and he still kisses her. He still kisses her anyway when he's pretending to be making out with her to distract the neighbor that comes to check. So in the end, I think no, you never really see him kissing Lukako, but yeah, it's. Yeah, well, it is how it is, and then, well. But I guess it's not necessarily the anime that's like that. It was already like that in the original game anyway. Because the story is still pretty much the same. Yeah, he did kiss Moeka, he did kiss Mayushi in the Mayuri ending. He did kiss well, Feris too, actually, I think. And then Kurisu, yeah. Right. Not Suzuha, I guess. She never really was a love interest, I suppose. That doesn't change much, though. I don't dare skip the credits because I'm afraid I might miss something. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is credited in the credits. I mean, who knows what happens when they go to 1975 together. Oh yeah, because we never get to see what happens there. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. We never get to see that. I think. If I remember the ending correctly. That ending. That was the first ending I got, so... Like, wrong ending. Non-canon ending, I suppose. Okay. That's the Divergent, I suppose. Divergence level. Ah, there we go. We have something. Okay, Rintaro, it's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. Ah, crap. Summer break had ended while I was stuck in the hospital and fall was just around the corner. It went over 1. Woohoo! But it was already over 1. But it needed to be a specific number to be the Steins Gate world line or something like that. I don't know if the number is exactly what Suzuha said that it had to be. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's exciting to be walking around Akiba again. Well, at least he's alive. Whatever happens now.
ふざけるなおいふざけるな火災だとこんなバカなことがあるか
By some hot twist of fate, that man's face was displayed on the giant monitor on the side of the UPX building.
人類の未来に関わる重大な論文が燃えてなくなってしまったのだぞ悠長にインタビューなどしている場合かロシアン国は絶対に許さんあの木に乗っていた乗員は全員ぶち殺してやる
Yeah, you should always say that on
金の
TV,
問題ではない
especially in Russia.
もう一度言うぞ人類の歴史を塗り替えるほどの論文が燃えてしまったのだくそなぜ私はスーツケースを貨物室などに預けてしまったのだ自分で持っていればこんなことには
The subtitles read, "What was your thesis about?"
タイムトラベルだ過去から未来までのあらゆる時空を支配することさえ可能な発明だったのだ
It wasn't yours to begin with, and if it really was,
などと意味不明なことを
how stupid is he? Because if it was really his, the ideas should still be up there in his head. It's still a piece of paper. He could just like write it again. It shouldn't be such a big deal, but obviously it wasn't his, it was his daughter's. And now, after what he told his daughter, I doubt that his daughter is ever gonna want to give him that thesis again. This outburst continued for some
繰り
time.
返しますロシアに亡命したドクター中鉢氏こと牧瀬正一氏がモスクワのドモジドボ国際空港に到着直後ロシア当局に拘束された模様です
It ends so perfectly.
なお警視庁は7月28日に秋葉原で起きた傷害事件で牧瀬氏を重要参考人として調査中だったとの話もあり
I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabachi now. World War III won't break out, or at the very least, it won't be over the Nakabachi paper. Yeah. Apparently, Kurisu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but... okay. So that might have been what he saw in the news, or... I think the game mentions something like this. About someone being stabbed before he sends the email. I think the game is a bit more specific about it. You know what? I'm gonna go back and see at the beginning of the game. I can just skip through those first few moments of the game up until that point to see what the game says specifically about it. With the bad guy losing and being so pathetic on TV to the whole world to see as defeated as possible. Yeah. The bad guy that you never knew was the bad guy until the real ending. By the way. I heard from Daru that no one was murdered at Larikan, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Kurisu is still alive, that much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. I stick my hand in my pocket as I walk around the city. There's a metal pin inside. Which road line, Suzuha, was that again? And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to ask Daru to have them made. The final product is slightly different from Suzuha's, but it's pretty well done. There were 8 to start, but after I got out of the hospital, I handed them out to their rightful owners. The first place I visited, Yanabayashi Shrine.
今日退院だったんですか
ああそうだ
そんなすみません僕何も知らなくて
知らなくて当然だ教えていないからな
でも無事に退院できてよかったです僕嬉しい
Plus, no one knows what happens on this timeline in the future. Open ending, nothing predetermined. Another thing that's as good as it can be. Yeah, it's left open for interpretation, I guess. Nikako made his debut as a cosplayer while I was hospitalized. He finally gave in to Mayuri's persistent nagging. Everyone alive and well too. Yeah, those that matter. Yeah. I didn't make it to Komima, but apparently after wearing one of Mayuri's costumes to a cosplay event in early September, it garnered its own fan club. I don't know if that's for the best, but well, you've grown up, Lukako.
岡部さ
じゃなくて
京馬さんが教えてくれた精神三魔流のおかげです。神道滅却できました。
ラボメンナンバー006漆原ルカ。
I think this ending is gonna keep going for a while because he has to hand these to every possible member, so
僕ラボメン
I
に
guess wrong again.
いつ入ったんでしょう。
その記憶は遥か彼方あるいは前世まで遡るかもしれない。
前世？
お前は生まれた時からすでにラボメンだったのだ。故に誇るがいい。嫌か？
いえ、すごく嬉しくて。
Lukako probably doesn't remember, but everything I said was true, even though I'm the only one who knows. Next, I went to May Queen. Feliz?
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様。あ、今日は退院したのかにゃ？
ああ、地獄の底から蘇ってきた。
さすが法王院の血にゃ。不死鳥の名を抱くのは伊達じゃないにゃ。そうそう、メイクインは2号店を出すことが決まったのにゃ。しかも中央通り沿いなのにゃ。すごいにゃ、すごいにゃ。
Over the past month, Feliz has started participating in the 9-net Access Battlers tournaments. Anyway, she went to her very first official tournament and snatched a dramatic victory. Feliz is even more cheerful than usual, perhaps due in part to the opening of May Queen, something.
そうだ。これを渡しておこう。
Ah, it's...
今日もいつの間にこれを手
I
に入れた
didn't
の
know
にゃ。
this until now, but it's not stars around it this time. There's Okabe. There's an S for... I'm not quite sure who it is for. It's Mayushi's last name, I suppose. Yeah, then there's Makise, Kiyoma, no, oh well, whatever. Suzuha.
入院している間に。
Yeah, I'm not so sure, but there's 8 letters though.
心の試練を乗り越えたというのかにゃ。やっぱり京馬は大した男にゃ。
ラボメンナンバー007のピンバッジだ。どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときは、そのピンバッジを握りしめて、ラヨダスタセラ
La Yodastasela.
唱えるがいい。
ありがとにゃ。未来ガジェット研究所
The hope of Abagiba. After visiting May Queen, I was interrupted on my way back to the lab by an unexpected sight. Moika. She must be in this timeline. Oh, or word line. I had planned on visiting him anyway, but I didn't think I'd run into him so soon.
おう、岡部。おめえ退院したのか？
ええ、まあ。
そうそう。紹
It's
介しとくぜ。
Moika. You know why I knew that?
今日からうちでバイトすることになったん
I
だ。
knew it because earlier in the game, they showed you a piece of art showing her working there. Even though you weren't supposed to know it yet, the game was already using an image where she was wearing that apron and working for him. So I figured like, they must not have made that piece of art for nothing. That must mean something that I haven't seen yet. But they used it too early, so that was kind of spoiled. But whatever.
見ての通り不愛想なやつだが、 よろしくやってくれ。
I think it was around the time in the game where he shoots himself or something like that. I think when Okabe changes the course of events so that Nae, the little girl, doesn't travel back in time using the time leap machine or something like that. It's got something to do with that, and you saw that picture at that moment. And I was like, what? She didn't die and she's with him? What? Where is that image from? But I figured it must be from something else because they wouldn't have made that piece of art only to show it just once. But anyway.
よろしくも何も指圧師とは顔見知りですよ。
指圧師？誰だそりゃ。
シャイニングフィンガー。彼女の能力名です。
前にヘンプロの仕事で IBN5100 を一緒に探して。
ああ、例の幻の PC ってやつか？見つかったのかい？
I suppose that didn't change the fact that he works for CERN.
ま、都市伝説みてえなもんだからな。
I guess CERN at that time is still looking for IBN 5100s, probably.
私が連れてきたんです。それでお父さんに紹介したの。
なるほど。お見合いか。
バカかてめえ。俺が愛してんのは苗とブラウン管だけなんだよ。
お父さん。
それに苗が連れてきたんじゃねえ。正確には転んで怪我してた苗を解放してわざわざここまでついてきてくれたってわけだ。
萌香にそんな親切をする性質があったとは。
で、無職だっつうからそんなら娘が世話になったことだし、うちで働けって話
She
になった
never
わけ。
joined the Rounders?
まさかうちの店でバイトを雇うことになるとはな。
前にも雇っていたじゃないですか。
No, he never did.
あ？何寝ぼけたこと言ってんだ。うちはこれまでバイトを使ったことなんてねえよ。
まあ、そういうことならよろしく頼むぞ、萌香。
これは
ラボ面ナンバー005の証であるピンバッジだ。いつでも2階にある我がラボを訪れるがいい。
She always felt like disconnected from other people.
ありがとう。
She's not used to kindness, so that might influence her in a good way. The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I forgive Moika and Tennoji both. Now that I've sworn off time machine research, we can go back to being good neighbors. After talking to Moika and the Tennojis, I walked up the stairs to the lab. I step into the lab for the first time in a month to find the two usual suspects waiting for me. Why are they showing him walking on the streets then?
おかりトゥットゥルーおか
Kairi.
もしかしておかえりとおかりんを合体させたのか？
前も言ったよ。おかりんも食べる？退院祝いに1個あげる。
I give her a grand nod and accept her crispy offering.
その電子レンジはどこで手に入れた？
We were supposed to have disassembled and thrown out the phone wave weeks ago.
ああ、それは僕が手に入れたんだお。
買ったのか？
拾ってきたに決まってんだろ、上皇。直すのに苦労した。
ちょっと古いけどね、まだ十分使えるよ。
さすがスーパーハカー。 その調子で次の未来ガジェット作りも頼むぞ。
それよりオカリンひどいよ。今日どうしてマユシーに一言も言わずに退院しちゃったの？マユシーとダルくんで病院に行ったらもう退院しましたって看護師さんに言われちゃったんだから。
ナースエロかったよナース。僕がオカリンの代わりに入
You
院
wish
し
you
たか
got
った。
stabbed.
マユリ、お前
Masochistic.
は俺の保護者になったつもりか？ずいぶん出世したな。だが勘違いするな。お前はあくまで俺の非保護者だ。
おしめのお世話もしてあげたのに。
Diaper. I couldn't move at all after the operation, so my mother and Mayuri made the great effort of coming to care for me. And wearing diapers, especially Mayuri, even though it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful for this childhood friend of mine from the bottom of my heart. She's a ditz, to be sure, and it seems like she always needs someone to look out for her, but she's actually quite tough for her age.
幼馴染の女子高生におしめの世話してもらうとか羨ましすぎだろマジで。それなんてエロゲ？
今度ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを買ってやる。
ほんと？ありがとうオカリン。頑張ってお世話してあげた甲斐があったよ。
I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mayuri's innocent smile. But for now, Mayuri is here, and that means everything to me.
ほらこれ。
わあ、かわいいね。
おお、ついに完成したん。
これから毎日つけておかなきゃ。そうしないとラボに入れてもらえないもんね。
Nobody really made that rule, but whatever.
でもオカリン、マユシーはこのピンバッジのデザインを見せてもらった時
Something
か
about the
ら
design?
一つだけわからないことがあるのです。
なんだ？
文字が書いてあるでしょ？ OSHMKUFA2010 って岡部、椎名、橋田、それと漆原、フェイリス、ここまではわかるんだけどね。その他の M と K と A って誰のことな
Moeka,
の？
Kurisu, and yeah, it was Amane Suzuha, I think, her full name. So yeah, yeah, and it's the eighth, it's the eighth letter. It's number 8. So yeah, it's Amane Suzuha, I suppose. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, correct. M for Makise. K for Kiryu. A for Amane. But the current Mayuri wouldn't understand. Those 3 were lab mems on the world line, undone and forgotten. Not Moeka and Kurisu, Makise and Kiryu, yeah. Yeah, okay. They wouldn't believe me even if I told them, especially about the last initial A. I mean, how do I tell Daru he's going to have a daughter? I remember.
そこに到達したらきっと私は消える。一緒にシュタインズゲートにたどり着いたことをお祝いすることはできないはずだから、ここでお礼を言っておくよ。ありがとうおじさん。死なないで生きて。
Just as she predicted, Suzuha vanished the moment her return to August 21st. She was smiling. That was proof that I had reached Steins Gate, the unknown world line. And that's why I don't mourn Suzuha. Yeah, she's gonna be born. She's not gone forever.
でさ、 きっと7年後に会おうね。
I don't know what the future will bring. There's still the possibility that Daru won't get married, that Suzuha won't be born, but still I believe that in 7 years we will meet again. And that's when I will give her this pin. The spot for Lab Mem 08 will be left vacant for now. Until then, I'll keep it in a safe place. What about Kurisu now? Now there are only 2 pins left. One of them is for Lab Mem number 1, that's me. The remaining badge, which belongs to Lab Mem number 4, may never reach its rightful owner. Kurisu is alive. That's good enough for me. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Kurisu. No one but me. I will remember. What was that last line? I will never forget. Okay. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. I don't know what the future holds, but at the very least, the future is undecided. We're building it now. Not just me, not just you, but every man, woman, and child. So keep on watching, wherever in this wide world you may be. I walked through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. Just now, in the passing crowd, I saw her. The girl who shouldn't be here. It's not a mistake. It couldn't be. It's her.
やっと会えた。
That voice. あの声. That face. That hair. Those eyes. Makise Kurisu is standing there, the same as I remember her.
あなたをずっと探していました。あの時助けてくれたあなたをずっと。私一言お礼が言い
That
たくて。
Christina Ness.
どうしても
Christina.
あなたに会いたくて。本当にありがとう。あなたが無事でよかった。
Just when I thought I had finally suppressed it, all my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry too.
俺だ。なぜ彼女がここにいる？俺のリーディングシュタイナーは反応しなかったというのに。何？俺が守れたと？やれやれ。勝手なことを言ってくれる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択か。エル、プサイ、コングルー。
I have no idea what to say. I opened my mouth.
また会えたな、クリスティーナ。
いや、だから私はクリスティーナでも
He's
女子でも
struggling
な
to
いっ
have
て
his
言った
usual
ろ。
voice, yeah. Very nice voice acting. How does this Kurisu know about that? What was that? I wasn't paying attention. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not Christina or your assistant or... Eh? Ah, okay. She has memories. Those were the names I used to call Kurisu. She always got mad whenever I used them. No, it's alright. It's alright. Thankfully, there's a backlog, so I can always scroll back up and have a look. In this game, it's not like a big deal or anything. They were our bond, our private joke. It was your own private joke. So how could this word line Kurisu know? Shouldn't know.
あれ？私今ふっと頭の中に言葉が浮かんで。どうして？
Everyone is reading Steiner. Even if the word line changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten, your memories remain. You've merely forgotten. All it takes is a push and you can remember. The memories of those lost 3 weeks. The memories we made together.
Yo koso, waga choshu. Makise Chris. Yeah. Christina.
Celeb Seb. What was that? Nobody knows what the future holds, and that is why, just as this reunion demonstrates, the possibilities are endless.
これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
It's gotta end on that note? Or not? It's over? Like this? I suppose so, okay. Fake end movie was added to the extra menu. True end movie. That's a good question. Now I can't go back to check, I'm afraid. I can't go back to check, I'm afraid. Okay, so that unlocked everything. And normally, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I got the total tips list. Okay, 167 out of 167. Steins Gate, probably, yeah. And it took me 41 hours total. Oh yeah, before I go, I want to check what I said earlier. I'm gonna skip everything if I can. Okay, there we go. I just want to see whether he hears it on the news before he sends the first email to confirm what I said, because I think he did. But I want to see what they said, whether it was a woman or if it was someone else or whatever. I'm only interested in that one part. It was great. Maybe not as interactive as I would have liked, but the story was awesome. I don't regret anything. That's for sure. Okay, so it should be any moment after they go back outside, after he sees her body. Okay. Yes, I will finish watching the anime now. I will watch the whole thing. Okay, so he sees her body. Then they should be back outside, okay. Someone died, he says. I take several breaths. The color of that blood stains on my brain have calmed down a bit. Sekurisu is dead, and I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive, and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowd's milling through Akihabara. I have no idea what has happened. Everyone is going about their business as usual. Moe and porn. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. No, okay. So there was never anything from her hearing it from people or something like that. Okay. He decides to send the message because he witnessed it, but he hasn't heard anything from people or anything like that. Okay, but that's all I wanted to confirm. Then this completes this playthrough of Steins Gate. Then I'm done with it. I have completed everything 100%. Quite glad about it. I will be streaming, I think from tomorrow, I will be streaming Gambare Goemon 3 for the Super Famicom, the English fan translation. I did the second game the other day, and I intend to start streaming the third game from tomorrow because I have no other plan. The scene after the first attempt where he fails and kills Kurisu is so epic in the anime. Well, I will see that. Yeah, I will definitely be watching the rest of the series now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. So, like I said then, I will be streaming that game from tomorrow, and then I'm not quite sure what will come after that one. I still have that one other visual novel to stream as well, but I will not be streaming it right after this one, because I want to play some different types of games in between. And I also plan on streaming Breath of the Wild starting from early March, because it's going to be the 3rd anniversary of the game, and I would like to be able to play through it again. And I want the 3rd anniversary of the game to be the right opportunity. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I intend to stream that in the near future. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's gonna be everything for me for today then. It's getting late and I can't really talk too loud when it's late like this, because the rest of the game, yeah, perverted. I don't know about that. We'll see, because I haven't played it yet. So I haven't spoiled myself anything about the story. I just know that it's good. That's all I know. Yeah, okay. So I will be off now, and I will be back tomorrow night. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem, Jeff. As long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow if you can make it then. See you soon, and take care. Bye-bye.